and welcome. Today we are going to learn how to connect any OAuth 2 API in Airtable using the Data Fetcher extension. OAuth 2.0 is an authorization standard that allows users to give third-party web services and applications access to their data and perform actions on their behalf. Essentially, when you use the sign in with Google option on a website or give a Facebook game access to your profile, that's OAuth 2.0 in action. So today we're going to be giving Data Fetcher access to import user profile data from GitHub's OAuth 2.0 API into an Airtable base. So in order to do this, we want to set up our table. Here I have retitled the table as GitHub profiles, and I've deleted all of the other fields and renamed the first field username. So in order to do this, you want to log into your GitHub account. Then you're going to click the profile image over to the right-hand side, and then all the way down here, you will see settings in these options. Select this. Then on the left-hand side, we're going to scroll down to developer settings all the way down at the bottom, and then we're going to select OAuth apps again from this menu on the left-hand side. Select register a new application. Here we're going to title the application name as Data Fetcher, like so. And then for the homepage URL, you can either take this directly from our blog that is on our Data Fetcher website. So you can just scroll down here until you find where we are, and you can copy this over. But essentially it is this oauth.datafetcher.com URL. And then we're going to paste this into the homepage URL box here. Under the application description input box, we are going to head back over to that blog, copy this piece of text over, and essentially we're going to enter allows users to import GitHub profile data into Airtable. Paste that in. And then for the authorization callback URL, again, you can take that from the blog. It's just a little bit easier then, or you can type this in for yourself. It's that oauth.datafetcher.com URL again, but with /auth and /callback, like so. So GitHub will redirect you to the callback URL when you authorize the OAuth app to make API requests. Now we can select register application. So before we move on to Data Fetcher, we're going to generate a client secret. So over to the right-hand side, you'll see this button that says generate a new client secret, which is like a password we'll use alongside the client ID to use the OAuth app in Data Fetcher. So simply click on that button. At this point, I don't currently have a two-factor authentication turned on, but if you do, GitHub will ask for a 6-digit authentication code before generating the client secret. But as you can see, mine has been created here, so we'll copy that over. And you can now paste this somewhere safe, or you can simply leave this tab open. And if you do forget to copy it, you can always just generate a new secret, just here like so. So now we can head back to our Airtable base, and here we're going to install the Data Fetcher extension. So over to the right-hand side, you'll see this extensions option. This will pop up and you can select add an extension. Then in the top right-hand search bar, we're going to search for Data Fetcher. Select add. Select Add Extension. Now you can either create a free Data Fetcher account, or you can simply continue with Google. Now we'll arrive onto the following page, and this is where we import our data. So select Create Your First Request, and under Application, select Custom. Then we're going to title this request as Fetch GitHub Profile Data. Then just down here where you see these tabs, we're going to select Authorization from the tabs in this list, and for the type, we're going to select OAuth from that drop-down menu. Then for the connection, we're going to select this plus new button. And under all of these, you will see Create Custom OAuth Connection. That is what we're going to click. Then for the name, we're going to title this as GitHub, nice and simple. For the auth type, we're leaving that as OAuth 2. Then under Authorization URL, we are going to copy and paste the URL again from that Data Fetcher blog. And you can just scroll down until you find this, or it is alternatively github.com/login/OAuth/authorize. Then we're going to scroll down to the token URL, and we have another URL that we'll be copying and pasting into that box. So under token URL, it will now read github.com/login/auth/access_token. Now you can scroll down and copy and paste in your client ID and also the client secret. So we'll head back to our GitHub page, and then we've got our client ID here. Copy that over and paste it in. And then our client secret is just here as well. So paste that into here. Then under scopes, we are going to input the following information. It's user, repo_deployment. Copy that again from the blog, paste it in. These scopes tell GitHub the parts of the API we want to access. And if you are wanting to learn more about OAuth app scopes, you can go ahead and learn more about it on our website again, here where we have a link on that blog. Then for the base URL, again, you can just copy that from the blog, and this is api.github.com, and paste it into that input box. Then you can click Create Connection. Now we're being asked to authorize the OAuth app, so select Authorize, and you'll be redirected to Data Fetcher. Now that we're authenticated, we can make the API request. So we'll use GitHub's API user endpoint to get the username and profile URL of the GitHub account that created the OAuth app. So here under URL, we're going to paste in the following URL, api.github.com/user. Then below this, again next to that authorization, we have headers as a tab here. So select this and then select add. So for the header, we want for this to read user-agent, and for the value, we want to input data fetcher, just like so. GitHub requires this header to identify who is making the request. Now we can select save and run in the bottom right-hand corner. And as you can see, these fields are now being created, and we arrive to the response field mapping screen, where we can decide which fields we would like to have imported to our Airtable base. So in this case, we only want the username and GitHub profile URL. So as you can see, all 10 of these fields are turned on. So we can simply deselect all up here in the top right-hand corner. And then we're going to select login, and we're going to map this to an existing field, and the field is username. Then we're going to select HTML URL just over to the right-hand side. You'll find that there. And we're going to map this to a new field, and the field name we want to have as profile URL. To select save and run in the bottom right-hand corner. And now that information is being brought into your Airtable base. Select show output table, and you can close this little side window over. So as you can see, that information has now been populated in your Airtable base. So hopefully today you have learned how to connect to any OAuth 2 API in Airtable. But if you do have any questions, you can always head over to our datafetcher.com website, where we have got that full-length blog on this exact topic if you prefer to learn that way as well. Thank you so much for taking the time to learn today. I really hope you have a good one.